Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? METAVERSEMILLEN here. How are we all today? Back with another video. We're currently in LA right now, actually, just looking over the profile. We're going to make a good fun video today, Sunday, actually, when I'm recording this. So we're going to sit down and actually look through the account, talk about what we're looking forward to and actually the plan going forward on Upland, and then just basically go into more detail about all the plans we actually currently have, and then everybody was supporting Granada Hills and actually this channel in general. So yeah, let's get into the video. Thank you so much for all the support. Like, share, and comment, and make sure you subscribe if you're not already to make sure you don't miss any of these new videos I release. So let's get into it. This is LA. This is in Upland currently. Upland's a property virtual trading game, so every single property that you mint, so basically Upland has a lot of properties mapped to the real world, and then every single property you can actually mint if it's never been bought by a player before, and then also you can buy these properties what have already been minted and then on the secondary market, which you can sell for either UPEX or dollars as well. So you can actually get some good rewards in this game by earning real dollars into your PayPal account. So that's what I like about this game. It's not financial advice, but I do like how you can actually grow your account and turn it into a real economy, a real business, a real kind of like hustle and a drive to actually grow your account and do better. And then the bigger your account gets, the more rents, the more yields, the bigger deals you can do, the more kind of like UPEX you can actually earn, and then you can convert that back into dollars different ways, because right now dollars you can get between like 50 to probably 70% for your dollars depending on how good you are at like selling your properties. But I hold on to my properties because I don't plan to actually take any money out of Upland, and the reason for that is because if you look at my net worth here, we're at 8,561,000 now. So every single day I earn about 5,000 UPEX plus any sales, visits, referrals on top of that. So that just gets added into this pot here, and then that'll equal $8,561. But right now you can sell probably for about 50 to 70%. So if I wanted to take that money out of the game right now, you're probably looking at about $6,000, which is amazing. It's still probably another $1,000 than I've actually put into the game. And now we're going to start to obviously look at making profits going forward. So this has basically been the first like 16 months kind of playing Upland, but the first like couple of months I never invested into the game as well. So we're growing really fast as well, and then with treasure hunting as well, we can actually increase the yield on properties as well, because if you don't know, Spark is used to actually build structures in Upland. So if you actually build a property and then add a structure on top of it, and then that structure will be worth more. Like the property, the lot is not worth more. So like if you actually look here, this lot title, let's have a quick look, 169,000 UPEX or $169 I bought this bit of land for in Granada Hills. So this is worth 169,000, and just because I built a factory on it doesn't mean the value goes up in games. This is still worth 169,000 for the land, but if I wanted to sell this, I'd probably sell this closer to like 350, 400,000 UPEX. And the reason I would be able to put it up for that price is because I've added value to that property. So right now, Upland doesn't add any more yield for building structures, but in the future they plan to actually go into more like kind of utility for structures. You can start to rent out structures. You can start to use them for different kind of businesses, except for like creating assets and manufacturing. You know, you'll be able to actually like rent out properties, and hopefully in the future you'll be able to rent out factories and like more industrial spaces. But I'm looking forward to at the start to say I've got a property, this apartment here I've finished. In the future I'll be able to rent that out. I think this has got six or eight units in it, so it's got like basically a living accommodation for 6 to 8 people, or 6 to 8 floors, which is cool. So hopefully in the future you'll be able to rent apartments out for more than you can rent townhouses out, and then you'll have cars coming as well in the game, so you'll be able to do transport, and then also moving assets from like factory to showroom, from showroom to different places in the game. And then also players can come and buy and sell stuff as well, because there's not just properties you can sell. There's block explorers, NFL PA, there's loads of FIFA cards, there's just loads of different stuff you can actually do on the game. If you go over to, the easiest way is probably in assets, and then in assets you can actually go over to, you can see my football legits here. I got a couple when I first started playing the game of Upland. I've got my boots, I've got everything up here, and then I've even got the World Cup ball, which I love. which is this ball here. So I'm always going to hold on to this ball. But it's just a good way to collect actually NFTs and other stuff and actually go forward. I love this football, like just the detail and the texture on that. And it's a 1966 ball, so I'm actually English myself, so I'm going to hold on to this ball, like, so that's going to stay with me on this account. And I could put that up into a shop and I could try and sell that if I put it at the right price, and another player could come along to my shop, so like, which is called a meta venture. And then those meta ventures, you have to pay rent every month based on how many meta ventures are operating in that city, and then they divide the calculations somehow, and then you all pay rent on the property, your business, your meta venture. Upland Guide's got a good video what actually details how it all works, but right now I heard a lot of players aren't earning UPEX on the actual shop, so I think we will wait off probably till like next year, till it actually becomes more like we can actually watch the market and see where people are actually winning and losing, and then we can kind of build a strategy and a meta venture around that to actually create something what should be a lot more consistent and more profitable going forward. I don't want to add a meta venture and just start paying rent if I've not really got much to sell, or I'm not really highly invested in that side of stuff. I get it if you're like highly invested in like different cards and block explorers, and that's your business, like, and that's what you want to do, like, that's totally fine, you go and do that on Upland. But with me, I'm all into the property side of the game, so I love building structures, I love buying property, I love trying to find the best markups, I love like buying locations. I'm not really interested in anything else on the game. Super app is Upland, so you can actually play like loads of different games, like Web3 games, and like different games on like layer 2, so basically away from this map onto a second game. But for me, I'm like kind of not really. I tried Upland Kingdoms for a while, but it's like it's not going to take my time. I've not got that much time to sit playing games. Like, this game for me is like an investment as well, and this game I'll be on every single day for the rest of my life, but I just don't see myself playing any of the other games, so I'm really looking forward when we actually get more utility on the map of Uplands. We can actually like do more stuff kind of with the game, what drawed me into the game and a lot of other players as well, because I feel now all the big players are focused on the map and the game and the block explorers and everything else, and then a lot of the players coming into the game like all these side games as well. But I really want to see more utility come to the map, and obviously I've been speaking to a lot of people and also X1 at Uplands. There's some really exciting news which should be coming soon to Upland, and obviously I don't know what the news is either, but yeah, there's something big coming. Obviously been hinting about that kind of stuff, and I've been obviously mentioning kind of the stuff I would like to see released as well. So that'll be really cool to see, like just more kind of ways to make money on the actual map of the game, you know, even if they brought like lampposts out, you know, like the streets where the actual properties are on as well, you know, maybe like a night and day mode would be really cool. Something you can just turn off and on if you want to keep it day mode. Loads of different stuff. Like, imagine once cars start coming out in the map as well, you'll be able to just see them like driving around kind of down the roads and stuff. Looking forward to that. And what I'd like to see on Upland is when you've this far zoomed out, you still can see all the properties. And no, it's not really, there's too much data on the page that it won't be as smooth, I guess. That's why they have the limit, like the threshold where you can see the properties. Like, I say, where's the properties still away? Like here. So if I go out that far, you can still see it. If I go out that far, you can still see it. But then there, you go out past there, you can see, oh, you can still see it now. And then we'll go out a little bit further, and now it's gone. So I'd like to see Upland actually like maybe get the map to here or something. I think that would be quite cool. But obviously like, it's got to load more data on the page, so I don't know if that's possible right now. But it'll be cool to actually imagine you could see the whole city just moving around, and like then you zoom in, you can see it like a lot closer, kind of like City Skylines and other games where you kind of like zoom in and you can get really close and just see people actually walking down the pavements and that kind of idea. But you can also go far away and you'll be able to see like a helicopter going over, or like aeroplanes. And I just think there's so much potential. Like, Upland's created something amazing once they released it, and they've got something like so Like they can go either way, they can go like loads of different routes, but really looking forward to them getting back to the actual map. It's been good that they've obviously released other stuff and that, but all the big players, all the big investments, like the reason I got into Upland, and I believe a lot of other players did, was the actual yield on the properties and the way that you can actually turn value, turn an asset or an NFT into value, and then being able to sell that to a community based on Discord or on Upland chat or other places like that, YouTube. And just a way that you can actually, this is my property, this area is now worth this, I can sell this for this, so you can come in and kind of develop areas in the game. And that's what we're doing with Granada Hills right now. So this is the node. The reason we've used Granada Hills is because we like the location on the map. We also like it's got over 14,000 properties compared to like other smaller nodes. Like Northbridge is probably about the same size, but something like North Hills would be filled up. It would take us a while and it would look a lot more successful on YouTube. Like, whoa, North Hills is like $10 floor, where Granada Hills, we've got it to $7 now. But the thing with Granada Hills is once we get it to a point where it's like sustainable and we own like 50% of the node, there's so much more room for growth. There's so many big properties up here. There's so many small little properties down here. There's so much land with all the factories already, and it's just got everything we need to actually build a really successful node. And when everyone else's nodes start to get filled up, we've only just started building and we're already like raising up in the neighbourhood ratings. If like another 50 people come into Granada Hills and like all these Spark stakers, I believe that we can really compete with the neighbourhood ratings. And that sounds crazy right now, but I think we've got the racetrack sent away for approval right now. So if you don't know, we're actually building a racetrack in Granada Hills. We're just waiting for approval from Upland right now as well. So we did do a video previously talking about the actual node and like where the racetrack's going to go and stuff like that. I will put a picture on the screen right now so you can actually see it quickly, just so you can actually see the locations and other stuff if you've missed it. It is on my Discord chat as well. You can see that if you use the link down below in the description. And then if you're new to Upland and you want to sign up, we have got a link for all the people what haven't signed up yet. You will get 50% off your first purchase up to 100,000 UPEX. That's a really good bonus to get when you first come into the game. If you're not looking for FSA properties, I highly suggest you go down that route. But if you want to get FSA properties, fair enough. There's a lot of properties in Granada Hills still what you could mint out and that, and then obviously they all sell to myself or other players in the actual node. So it's a place that you can actually buy FSA properties and know that you're going to be able to sell them again. You know, just give me a message saying that you've got a couple of FSA properties in Granada Hills, and then like I'll give you a message back and that we can sort some business out as well. As you can see, we've got the 10,000 over there, and then we'll just collect this yield. Every single hour you get a yield. 14.7% is the yield. That's every year. So that yearly yield is divided by 12 months and then divided by how many days in Upland, which is 30. And then that's how you calculate your yield every single hour, basically. If you do collect it, you'll have to wait up to the 3 hours. So it resets every 3 hours. So I believe it's like 12 o'clock, 3, like 6, 9, 12, that kind of idea. So, but then if you don't collect it, within the 3 hours, every single hour it'll just add on like whatever you're due for that hours period. So mine's usually I get 181 UPEX every single hour now, divided by obviously my yield. And if you go over to properties here, you'll be able to see my yield here. So we've got 130,416 UPEX. So all I have to do right here is go onto the calculator and then I'll type in 130,416. I'll divide that by 30, and then so we're earning 4,347 UPEX every single day on Upland, and then we'll divide that by 24 hours, and then you can see we actually earn 181.13 UPEX every single hour. So then I could actually see how many UPEX I'll earn in say 10 hours, so 181. So we wanted to times that, say by half a day, we earn 2,173 UPEX every 12 hours in the game of Upland. So we basically are calculating the yield per month, and then what we'll do is kind of balance that against property sales in the game. So we can make 2,000 every 12 hours, or we could try and sell a property for 2,000 profit every 12 hours. So that's what we're trying to get, the balance in the game right now. So we've got a lot of properties in good locations. We are still trying to buy down in the bottom of the map of LA, just to help improve with treasure hunting as well. I got another 0.02 spark yesterday, so now we're sitting at 2.15. Spark, and these are all the structures I'm actually building in Upland right now. We've got the 2 apartments up at 0.54 Spark. We've got the 2 townhouses here at 0.26, and then we've got one at 0.28 and one at 0.27. What we're going to do as well is once all these structures are finished, everybody will put Spark onto any of these structures. We'll do a competition, we'll spin the wheel. The winner, what gets their name put out in the wheel, will get to choose one of these townhouses down here as well, which is on the front of the racetrack. So what we're looking for is like someone to actually, anyone to stake Spark onto the structures. Doesn't matter how much Spark, obviously it'll go into a wheel, and then that wheel gets spun, and then one lucky winner will win the townhouse. We want to try and do more giveaways and stuff like that going forward as well, so that'll be really cool. So jump onto that if you're not already, and then that'll help the ratings up with the extra Spark going on the properties as well. So it's just pushing Granada Hills up on the ratings and the neighbourhood ratings. That's basically what we do with that. We'll collect the yield. So that's all the yield plus 1 visit. So all my properties are 25 UPEX. So people treasure hunting in LA can actually get a good yield and a good price for sending for treasure hunting. We don't want to raise that as well. And the cheaper your price is, the more visits you actually get as well. So, and we believe now, like Upland and LA is a tier 1 city. It's the best place to treasure hunt, but it will be the hardest place to treasure hunt. But I've got like every single chest. I probably miss like 1 chest, if that. Maybe like if I'm not focusing on the treasure hunting, I'm kind of relaxing a bit. But if I'm like really focused on treasure hunting, like I can do like 15 hunts in a row, and then usually that gets a Spark. But it just depends if I've got time to do that, because I have got time to do that. But I like the fact that I'm earning like 0.02 Spark every other day, because that's like a fine sweet spot for me treasure hunting, probably 10-12 chests a day. But when I'm starting to hunt 25 to 30, I'm like looking at about 2 to 3 hours a time, probably closer to 3 hours. And then if I'm making a video, filming these as well, this is another half an hour to an hour. And then I've got to edit this video down. I've got to like upload it to YouTube, do all the descriptions. And then I've actually got to chill and spend time with my partner. I've also got work. So I'm just trying to actually like make it fun, but also that I'm not stuck 24/7 on the laptop trying to like grow the account. I want to find a good balance, and right now if we're earning 0.02 every other day, that's 0.01 Spark every single day, so we're earning like 3.56 Spark a year at the minimum. If we really wanted to treasure hunt more, we could get that closer to 5 to 6 Spark, and I think that's a really good sweet spot if we wanted to actually grow it, which we do, we should be. But right now I'm actually like, I've been consistent for about 3 weeks with treasure hunting, and we've earned nearly 0.2 Spark, which is not bad at all, considering we've not treasure hunted for over a year. We didn't even treasure hunt before, really. We just played about with it, seeing how it was. But the one big thing I've learned about treasure hunting is I'm not too fussed about how much it costs to treasure hunt. And I know that sounds bad, always look for the cheapest properties, but just remember, if you're spending too much time looking for the cheapest UPEX, you're going to end up like not getting as many treasures, so you'll probably not end up treasure hunting for as long, and then at that point you're not going to be making UPEX, because like if you're consistent for a time, you'll earn big pots of UPEX, but every probably like 50 chests I get like 6,000 or 8,000 UPEX, but all the rest of them are like 290, 300, 500, 1,000, that kind of area. So I treasure hunt for the Spark. That's the only reason I treasure hunt, and I'm very happy spending 4,000 UPEX a day to get 0.01 Spark. Like, that doesn't bother me at all. I'd rather convert that UPEX. Obviously in the future we're saving more money. We don't spend that all the time. There's been a few treasure hunts where it's only cost me like 2 cents, and then I just get the Spark that way, or like the treasure, and then I end up earning a few hundred UPEX for the treasure hunt. But I don't mind if it costs me 500 or 1,000 UPEX. So right now I could treasure hunt probably 20 times, 30 times with this 10,000 UPEX, but I know that I'm probably going to earn about 7 to 15,000 UPEX back, depending on if it's good or bad. If I lose that 3,000 UPEX, I'm not bothered, because I've treasure hunted and I know that I've either won Spark or I'm close to actually winning more Sparks. So it kind of balances out for me. I'm not really too fussed about losing a few thousand UPEX, because it's a way that I can actually gain so much like kind of other growth in the game of Uplands. Right now this is actually going up quite nicely. We're earning like 5,000 UPEX a day, close to. And what I want to do now is try and focus on the Spark as well. So, and then in the future I can actually use that Spark to convert back to UPEX by renting it out and doing other stuff as well. So it's not a problem for me with that side of stuff, but that's why I like to go down down the road of actually like collecting Spark, and I believe that I've treasure hunted for the last 3 weeks because I've not kind of worn myself out with treasure hunting. I've not been like sitting on it for 3 hours. Like, I've spent time outside, I've like gone to work, I've done all the stuff I've got to do. I don't know how long I could just sit and like look for paper aeroplanes and treasure hunt. Like, as much money as I can make off it and that, like, I want this to be like, I'm involved with Upland a lot, but I don't want to be to the point where I have to like sit treasure hunting for 3 hours a day. I'm going to set up this account so it's working like kind of in the background as well, and I can jump on and film these videos and do transactions and sell properties, and just basically all the fun with the community, what we do already. And then we'll probably look at another property now. We've got 12,500 UPEX. So what we will do is go over to Granada Hills. We'll go to UPLAND first though. We'll go over to property search, and then we'll just change this over to LA. In LA, we'll go to Granada Hills, and then Granada Hills, we'll search. Let's go for unminted, and let's go for non-FSA because my account's over 100,000 UPEX. So I won't be able to collect the FSA properties. We'll click search. And then here you can actually see now the floor is at 12,078 UPEX, and the smallest property you can get now in Granada Hills is a 99 UP2. Obviously FSA properties will be closer to 8,000 I think, so if you can get them, jump on them. But like, there's no difference. Like, I just know that we won't be able to mint out Granada Hills until those are bought. So jump onto the FSA properties as you can do, and then we'll try and buy them off you as well, so, or other players on the game, because if you're getting them at that price, a floor I think on the secondary market is now 10,000 UPEX, so you'll still be able to make a few thousand UPEX by buying them and selling them anyway. So this is the best one here, 12,078 at 10663 Louise Ave. So this is basically mapped to the real world. Upland, every single property is mapped to the real world, so you're basically trying to add value. I'll buy that for 12,078 UPEX, and then I'll just hold that, collecting the rent every single month off that property. And then you can see, we'll just paste it. And then we'll go over to, this property is in Granada Hills already, so this is amazing. Obviously, because we put it on Granada Hills on the settings, I forgot about that. But yeah, 12,078 UPEX, so all we have to do with this is either visit, oh wait, I can actually visit my own property, so it doesn't cost me a cent. And then that means this property will light up in lime green, the property that I want to buy. Your avatar has to be in the vicinity to mint the property. So what I'm going to do is just zoom in now, and then you should see this one go green. I don't know if it will do. Let's go back, and then we'll send. We'll try and get the avatar to go this way, and then hopefully this turns up lime green. There we go. So now you can see the property is in the vicinity of the avatar. We can click on this property, and then we can just click buy. At this point, we'll buy the property. We'll have to add our code so we can buy the property. A lot of people ask about the code. Basically, you have to enter it the first time that you buy a property. Then after that, the device that you've entered the code already will be open for you to buy properties. Keep going on the actual like purchasing properties. So you'll only have to enter it the first time you go onto a certain device to stop people basically trying to get your credentials and being able to buy and sell property. Think about it like a Bank of Scotland or like a different bank app. Like, once you enter your password, it'll keep you inside, but once you're like not doing any activity, it'll kind of boot you out again. So I do like that. I like the fact that no one could jump on without my phone. It's not always safe. People can clone your phone numbers and stuff, so there is ways around it. But it's really good how they've actually got that set of security. So, especially with it being on the blockchain and everything. So I've not heard of any like crazy stories. It's been quite good. So that's really nice to see. So we spoke about Granada Hills. We spoke about the properties and the racetrack. We spoke about the Spark. We spoke about actually building up the node and actually growing it as well. We've just got that property as well, so now we'll be sitting at 130,562 UPEX. So every single 3 days now we can get this up close to like 200, 180 to 200 UPX every single month by buying a property. So now I earn 130,562 every month. So every single probably 3 days I'll earn about 12,000, 13,000 UPEX, and then I can just go and buy mint another property in Granada Hills, which is adding to my yield on the game. But then if I actually go over to Granada Hills on the overview, You can see here, this is all the data, so you can actually see everything what's going on Upland. You can see Upland's got 4.278 million properties, 305,500 unminted, which is cool to see this going down. It's going down a couple of hundred properties every single day. And then before they release a new city, so I really do believe in this, because once a new city comes out, this will probably go up to like 125, 135,000 unminted properties again, and then that city will get minted out, but it's basically stopping players from minting this out. I believe when this gets down to like 200,000, you know, that kind of area, I believe that's when, if they release a new city, they'll be at a perfect sweet spot, because there still will be enough properties that players can mint in different cities, but there won't be enough unminted properties that players will kind of be forced to go to like the new city releases. The new city releases will be more fun because there's not so much property you can get, so it creates like kind of a demand, you know, like you kind of like when the new iPhone comes out, like you're all trying to get the iPhone at the same time. So I like that. When this is too high, obviously there's a lot of, I call it like fall off. So you can see the properties that you can actually buy on Upland. So say I put a property on Upland for 15,000 UPEX, but if there's already 1,000 unminted properties in that neighbourhood or that area, what are sitting at 12,000 UPEX, it's just never gonna sell at a higher price. So the reason Manhattan can grow in all these places is because they're minted out, as well as that there's value, perceived value. Whereas here we've got 305,000 properties in Upland still right now. So once this number goes down, I believe it'll be a lot stronger. But obviously you don't want to go too far down, because it's not just about the properties unminted. I really believe it's more about the price of each property, like in a tier. Because you've got to think about the new players, say under 100,000 UPEX, they're looking for properties about 3,000 UPEX to like 8,000 UPEX probably, you know, that kind of price range. If you're sitting at like over a 300,000 UPEX, you might be looking at something at 20,000 UPEX to mint. It just depends, but all the new players, if this goes down too far and every property under 20,000 UPEX is minted out, that kind of forces new players to actually buy higher expensive properties. You always want there to be like a good deal to find for players to keep it fun for them, but you don't want this to be too high, because if this is too high, every single property what's for sale in the game is just not going to sell at a high price, because all the properties that are unminted are cheaper. I get it if you're in a good location, or there's a certain player what's selling it, or you're building a structure on it, like that's a totally different story. But just in general, there needs to be like say 1,000, 10,000, like 5,000 UPEX properties. There still needs to be enough properties left for all the new players coming into the game. But then for the players what have been in the game for years, like especially I've only been in the game over a year and a half coming up. But think about the players what have been in the game for 3 years. You know, if all the new players can like get these properties, there's got to be a reason for bigger players. There's got to be a way for bigger players to keep selling their properties as well. So basically, the lower this goes, the more they'll make money as well in the game, and the higher this goes, the less like secondary market properties will sell. So it's basically a balancing act. But I believe like they're really good. The economy is going really well. I believe that's why I like Upland as well. So Dirk and the economy and everything what's going on with it, just love how it's so like, I just trust it, you know. It's simple as that, you know. At the start, everyone thought it was crazy. I thought I was crazy, and now I'm like, kind of, this is the best kind of investment I've ever done. Like, this is not financial advice, but really do stand behind this game. Like, so let's have a look. We're in LA right now. You can see 136,099 properties left. And then these are all the different neighbourhoods in Upland, in Granada Hills, in LA, sorry. You can see all the different ones here. And then you can see how many properties are unminted, and then unminted non-FSA. So you can see Brentwood's got no FSA properties, no FSA properties, no FSA properties. Here though you can see that there's 73 unminted. Non-FSA is 54, so you can see if you added that up, so 6 to add to 60, 16 to add to 70, 19 to add to 73. So you can see there's like 19 FSA properties in Harbour Gateway, and that's the way I kind of see how many properties I need to get unminted, as well as just normal properties as well. So what we will do is look for Granada Hills. We could just search for it, but I like to actually see all the different properties and all the different names of the neighbourhoods as well. So here you can see Granada Hills, 14,188 properties, 2,748 unminted properties, and then you can see 2,447 non-FSA. So there's probably close to like 53 to get to 500. So 253 to get to 700. and then 253, 301. So yeah, there's basically like 301 properties roughly in Granada Hills what still are unminted. So we're going to try and get that number down as well. But we're sitting at 2,748. So this is mad. Since we released a video about minting out Granada Hills, we've sold over 100 properties, 100 properties, because this was at like 2,841 or something, or 46 or whatever it was last week. So we've minted 100 properties in a week, so over like 12, 13 properties every single day. Just by talking about Granada Hills and the growth and actually like the node, and the prices are going up as well. Like people are actually starting to see the prices in the area going up. All the properties what was sitting at 10, 15,000 on the secondary market now are like 40, 50,000. So I have spoke about it, like getting to Granada Hills for months and months and months. So if the prices go up now, like the opportunity was there. I have spoke about it for so long now. If you don't believe in Granada Hills, don't believe in it, but like the people that believe in it will see a seriously gain on their account, which is cool. You can see now the floor price is $9,998 and the dollar floor is now $6.50. Next month we'll be getting this closer to $8 now as well, and then holding the floor. The minted properties should be down to close to like 2,200 over here, because we will be looking at like minting out more properties as well. Sorry, 2,500. So now we've got 100 down, and then it's kind of like a snowball effect. More players now are actually seeing Granada Hills growing, and they can actually see the data here as well. All the secondary markets, everything, all the information you want to go check, you can do. But if you actually just look on the map quickly, it's easier to actually see. When we started in Granada Hills, it was really like just not much happening. It took a long time to build, but Granada Hills is massive, so it was gonna. Like, Granada Hills isn't a small node to grow, and we're very understanding that this wasn't an account where we could just stick 50k in it and like grow it that way and have all the benefits of doing that. We've grown this from like investing £50 a week, £100 a week, like, so every player what actually plays the game, this is realistic. So my account, I've been a chef full time, and now I'm a graphic designer. I work and install like kitchens, bathrooms, and do all the designs for them. I don't actually install them, sorry, like I've got qualified installers, but I actually do all the graphics and the planning, the measurements, and then all the kind of like the design, the color templates, everything of the actual kitchen or bathroom design, and all the products what go in it as well. So I like put in every single month. So this is a kind of Upland account what's actually grown like through normal living, like normal wages. I earn probably close to like 20,000 a year now compared to my 35 before. So like I've took a massive considerable pay cut, but I'm at the bottom of the graphic designers and advisor right now, and then I'll get promoted up to a consultant. I see myself actually going up in the chain, and I work very hard and very fast and very efficient. So I see myself getting up to a consultant, then the money goes up a little bit, and then I can see myself going up to like management again and stuff like that. Because in hospitality, I've done duty management, I've been front of house bar management, I've been and then in the kitchen as well, I've managed like the kitchens up at a sous chef level. So that's second in charge of hotels, like bringing in multi-million-pound year hotels and stuff like that. So got like 12 years experience now. So now I'm looking at basically taking a step back to go into something more enjoyable. There's no point me running around as a chef anymore when I can put my skills into graphic design and like earn the same money, if not more, going forward. I just need to spend the next year kind of like growing up to that. So, but yeah, I'm done with hospitality. I've actually got some holidays. I've got time off now. I've actually got my life back together. Really looking forward at growing like on Upland, also getting like sports again, can get back into rugby, can kind of socialise with friends and other stuff. Like life as in hospitality is just very lonely. I remember spending last year at Christmas just living in the hotel, you know, while everyone else was like out with family and that. And I've done that for like 12 years as well. It's not just been this year. Every year except COVID, we've been stuck in a hotel and basically just been like working, you know. So time to actually move on, spend time with family. Like really glad that I've got like a better job now, and I've actually can step up and rise up. Like I've done kitchens for so long now, it's kind of like good that I can go into the design work and learn a lot more stuff about sales and stuff. And just being in sales as well, I can actually get rewarded for the effort I put in. So if I get 4 meetings this week, like which I've got with clients, I've pulled in 4 meetings. If I sell one property, one design. That means I'll get like a paid day off. So there's no commission. In the future, I could go to different companies, but right now, if there's like I get a graphic design sale, I'll get a paid day off. So if I sell 2 designs in a week, you know, you could technically have 2 paid days off. Plus, like, you only come in for your 2 days, do your emails and chats. So it's very rewarding as well. So you actually get rewarded for how hard you work. Whereas I found in hospitality, the better you are and the better like kind of you are at what you do, the more like jobs you get, and the pay only goes up like a little bit. Considering how many hours you're doing, it's just not worth the pay. It's really good money. Like I had like £2,500, like probably about $3,500, $3,200 every single month just to play with. Like that was just money to play with. That's why we chucked loads into Upland and other stuff. But now things are a little bit tighter. It's coming up to Christmas. I need to really be careful. So yeah, we're kind of like slowing down. We did put like 250 into the floor at the start of the month and that, and then next month we'll probably put in a little bit as well. But I'm really trying to get the credit cards paid down now as well, and actually start to balance out the lifestyle, and then hopefully in like March, April time, we can be like completely like debt free as well. But we're going to be on Upland every single day. We're going to be growing this account, and we're going to be putting more time into this actual media and this side of this. I've got some really big news coming up I want to talk to you about, but I can't really speak about anything right now. But there is some really good news which will really benefit everybody who watches these videos, and then also everybody in Granada Hills as well. Like this will be really good news, and there's a reason why the racetrack's going in. There's a reason why we're planning it the way we are. Just this is good fun. There's I can't say too much, but there's a reason behind the designs. Let me just say that we're going to pioneer something really well, and we're going to actually grow something what's been grown consistently for years and years and years. This isn't a plan what's going to take a couple of months. This isn't a money grab. This isn't anything like that. This is adding value and more value, and keep adding value to this node. So we don't plan to stop. The racetrack, everything like that, even the cafe is just the beginning. That's just going to be the start. Granada Hills is going to be like might be the new entertainment hub, if anything. But like, yeah, I want to talk about stuff, but yeah, I'll wait for another video to actually mention stuff. But yeah, basically we're just growing up Granada Hills, seeing how far we can go on Upland and that. We play Upland every single day. Just really enjoy the kind of the growth and the process as well. So if you're new to this channel, I know I've got quite a few new subscribers jumped on. I think we're at 512 now, so thank you so much for that. Like, it's really cool to see the account growing up. And I've noticed if I post every other day, I start to get more subscribers, because it's like YouTube pushes my video out to more people. But if I release another video every single day, it kind of doesn't. So like, I've noticed that my subscribers are going up a lot faster when I don't post as often. It sounds weird. I want to keep as many videos as I can, and the reason I record every single day is because I love recording every single day. I like the process. But if we actually go over to YouTube Studio right now, you can actually see, if we go over to the earn button, so we're eligible now to actually get at creators stuff, everything like monthly revenue with adverts and stuff. We're sitting at 2,489 public watch hours. We just need to get that up to 3,000, and then we can start earning some like money from the AdSense on from YouTube, sorry, and then all that money will go straight back into Upland. And then you can actually see watch page ads eligible. So we need to get 1,000 on the next tier. So this first tier we'll be able to apply once we get to 3,000 watch hours. If you're still watching this video now, if you don't mind, like, stick a video on in the background. Just watch as much of the content as you can. We're really trying to get up to 3,000 watch hours, and I know that you guys always come through. You don't disappoint, so thank you so much for that. And then basically we just keep like releasing more and more videos. So we've got, I think we're coming up to 200 videos now, 183. So not bad at all. So 183 videos on Upland, going back all the way to like when I first started playing Upland. So that's really cool to actually see. You can go all the way back to right at the start of, I don't know if I can go all the way, but I think you have to go through like this. But yeah, every single video on the growth, everything that we've released on Upland, you know, is actually on METAVERSEMILLEN. So if you want to go check it out, you can do. Really good valuable information over there as well, so go check that out. And then yeah, basically I'll leave the video here. Don't want to jump on to make it too long, but it's Sunday, nice and relaxed. Just enjoying the process now. Can sit back and chill. Kind of life's like relaxed now, and it's balancing out, you know. Before, everything was just trying to keep up with life, and now it's actually just, I can sit back, relax, just enjoy the day. It's been snowing. The snow's been actually really heavy. I will show you right now. You can actually see how the snow looks in Scotland. It's really nice. This was at like 6 a.m. going to work this morning, which was horrible. Sorry, not this morning, yesterday morning. But now we're actually got 2 days off, so I'm filming this video right now, and then we will film again tomorrow, get some more content out, try and push this up to the 3,000 watch hours, and then any single money we make off AdSense we'll just put straight back into Granada Hills and LA in general, and just keep growing it that way. So the more content you watch, the more valuable I make the content, the more content you'll watch. The more content you'll watch, the more I'll get paid for that content. And then the more I get paid, the more I can grow Upland. So it's kind of just like an ecosystem, what I'm going to use on the side to promote it. And then if you think about this channel, it's getting like 100 views to 200 views a video right now in the first week. So what we plan to do is kind of grow those numbers. And I've got a few people what will be coming onto this YouTube channel next year as well. So it won't just be me like actually managing these videos. We'll be coming... someone coming on to do graphic design work, like all the thumbnail side of stuff. I thought about it. I was going to start learning all the other... I'm going to learn graphic design, but like right now I've got too much to try and balance on. I want to really try and like focus in on what I'm doing as kind of my growth, and then someone else can like manage the actual thumbnails, the description, the tags, all the kind of behind the scenes to YouTube, because that's the one thing I don't like about... is I'll, like, every single video I have to make, then I have to do all the editing. I love that side of stuff, but it's all the YouTube studio stuff, it's all the behind the scenes stuff. It takes, you just want to get the video out, and I want to make sure it's perfect and it gets the views it gets, so it just takes a little bit longer. So yeah, we will put this video out as soon as I finish filming. We'll edit this video and then put it out for you guys to watch, hopefully in a couple of hours, and then grow it that way. It's funny actually, like my main audience on YouTube is Indian. I thought it would be America, but America's actually number 2. So all the Indian people out there, like, hello, welcome to the channel. It's cool to see like how international Upland is and the growth of the channel. It's really cool to see that. Everybody watching around the world, thank you so much for the support. I really do like getting this channel to where it is, and just kind of being able to film these videos and actually like grow the account in general. Hope you're all winning. Hopefully you find these videos informational, and you can take some of this information and actually grow your account as well. So yeah, gonna leave it at that, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and I hope everybody's happy and healthy. I'll see you tomorrow for another video, guys. Peace.